guys, it's me, Unicorn Conspiracy. So I went grocery shopping today and spent more money than I wanted to, but I'm trying to eat healthy or whatever. I also found a whole bunch more of the mystery packs. Here we go, we're gonna open it, see what we got. I'm cheating again because I don't like to bring the card, okay? Don't make fun of me. Sugar Grape. Love stories. They don't have anything to do with their cutie marks these days, but look at her. She's pretty. Love stories, but she's got grapes as her cutie mark. Not quite sure what those have to do with each other. Now on to the main event of the day. We're gonna play some more Seduce Me. Oh man, it's really late. I'm probably not gonna play very much, but I just wanted to play a little bit. Honestly, I just wanted to open my My Little Pony pack, but that can't be a whole video, so we're gonna play some Seduce Me as well. So let's get it and play.
So, you now know exactly who
Oh
we
yeah,
are.
they just showed me the vision of their past. Diana is the girl you were arranged to marry?
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, her dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
Okay.
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom, as much as we'd have right over hers.
So she's a gold digger!
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
Made sense. She wanted that manipulative. Before I could continue, I felt my head suddenly get heavy and dizzy. I gripped my head, mewling under my breath. Meow. What the?
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
Rest now.
Is
There's
okay,
no
Danny
need to do
Poo.
anything more today.
The voice suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down as my vision was painted in white polka dots. I needed sleep badly. After what seemed like hours, I finally woke up refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not part of the plan of the day. It can't be. It's gotta be late by now. Something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. I'm expecting Damien. Yep. Beside me, sitting in a chair beside the bed, was Damien, rousing himself up to see me awake. I smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eye. He's so cute.
Oh, you're awake.
Look at me on, Damien. I feel better. Damien nodded before he looked down at the bed, taking my hand into his.
I'm sorry. This is all my
Don't be
fault.
silly, Damien.
No, it is. I was the one who wanted to come to the human world. I convinced the others to come with. If I never did that, we'd never have put you in danger like
No,
this.
that's just stupid. I put my finger on his lips, stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear anymore. Damien, it's okay. I wanted to help you. I offered to let you all stay. Nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand and cupped Damien's cheek, staring at him in concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about this whole ordeal. Diana was desperate and she'd hunt anyone for them. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. One thing bothered me, though. Why did his dad scorn him? Why did Damien want to run away? The others seemed a little obvious, but Damien was a mystery. Because he's a bastard. His mother wasn't noble or whatever. However, before I could be vocally curious, Damien? He frowned and simply held me.
I'll show you everything.
I can show you the world. Okay. Let out a small half laugh, a hint of depression lingering in the breath. It was a double for focusing on my vision blur my back in the demon castle. I expected to see him wandering the halls or with his brothers, but I found him alone, sitting on the foot of the throne, tearfully curled into a ball. The room smelt of blood, but my eyes couldn't look away from the tearful Damien.
Why are you crying?
Damien picked his head up suddenly as I did. Grandfather?
Who are you? What do you want?
I just want to know if you're okay.
Who are you?
Don't be afraid. I'm just a friend.
Friend?
Confused. I stared in shock. My grandfather knew them? Everything started going in fast forward. I saw Damien talking to the voice of my grandfather, seeing his sad face go from happy to surprised to fascinated and cycle randomly. There were even moments when Matthew joined him, letting Damien speak for the voice in the air. It was all unbelievable. Here my grandfather spoke of the human world, painting it to be a beautiful world full of opportunity. I don't my grandfather know about all this? What was going on? My mind spun at the idea that my grandfather delved into magic and demons. Eventually, the world around me slowed to see the boys standing before the empty throne. They looked determined, stout, and ready for something to happen. Damien stepped forward and held his hand out to the throne.
O tenebris portas, aperiat nobis, laudiet horexitum, desiderium.
My grandfather started to chant a phrase unfamiliar to me, letting it rupture into the air around the boys. Gusts of wind started to brush through the room like a storm. I watched as a small tear opened in the air in front of the throne. It glowed an unholy purple color, speaking into a very familiar pink cafe. No way. Quickly, Sam rushed over and drove his hands through the tear, pulling it open and making it larger and filling the Pink Lady Cafe with my grandfather on the other side. My grandfather held out his hand.
Hurry up, boys! I can't hold it open for long!
Why'd you do it in the Pink Lady Cafe? And they just sit at a
There
table.
now. Welcome to the human world, boys. Let's see. Kay, make us some coffee, please. These boys need a drink.
I turned to see Kay, the owner of the cafe and the only other person in the room besides the boys, smile and quickly get to work on making coffee. I was dumbfounded. She knew about them? I was not expecting this. I felt myself getting dizzy at the thought, but I shook my head and tried to focus on what was going on. My grandfather looked at the boys up and down before chuckling again. The boys must still have been speechless.
You'll need a spell to cover yourselves up. Humans don't exactly have horns or parade around naked.
They could have just gotten clothes and hid their horns.
Now don't be rude to Kay now. Sit and enjoy some coffee. It's the best in
No,
town.
don't be rude to Kay now. The boys obeyed. I could tell they were beyond happy to be in the human world. I almost felt like crying for him, but I couldn't understand why. Maybe it was his facial expressions, or maybe it was because I would meet him soon after this fact. Eventually, Damien stopped the magic, lowering his hands and letting me come back to reality. I held on to Damien, who kept hold of me to make sure I didn't faint. Everything felt so wrong, and it all made sense.
I was the one who convinced everyone to come to the human world. I was also the one who asked that man, your grandfather, to bring us.
So he helped you come through. What happened after?
He gave us a wallet full of fake IDs and maps of the world. He told us to go anywhere we wanted and that he would pay for everything so we wouldn't have to use our magic. It was like he made us human.
He laughed nostalgically. I could tell he was happy remembering how my grandfather had helped. I still couldn't wrap my head around it, but the answers I wanted were 6 feet under and unreachable now. He really wanted to be human. Damien looked me in the eyes, leaving me with hope and shame.
More than anything, I still want to be human. I don't mean just in looks. Everything.
My love will make you human, Damien.
Humans don't read minds. Humans don't hurt people like demons do. I didn't ask to be a demon. I want to learn things, go places, and not have to be bound by magic or anything.
He stared. It was pitiful to see him like this. He almost looked like a child, begging for something he really wanted. I wanted to help. I just didn't know how.
It's all right.
Damien?
You've already done so much for me and my brothers. Sheltering us. Letting us continue to live here.
He frowned, gently caressing my cheek with his hand.
I don't want you to get hurt because of us.
He lowered his head into shame. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze within my chest at the sight. He truly cared. There was a small sigh before looking at his new smile. He had said as well, but I could tell he was still upset about the whole ordeal.
All right. You should sleep.
I was just sleeping. I must steal a kiss. I couldn't let him leave without doing something. I quickly pulled Damien down to me, lifted my head and gently kissed him, softly laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. Damien stared in deep surprise before hesitantly kissing me back, caressing my cheek and slightly melting at the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before he slowly pulled away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go red in the face at the simple gesture. He let a satisfied sigh before nuzzling my forehead. Oh, it's so cute, so romantic.
Go to sleep.
Okay.
How pathetically sweet.
Leave me alone for once. leaning against the window with a smirk. What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to see how close Damien was to you. Obviously, he's very close.
He stood from the bed, glaring at her. What's it to you? He doesn't want to leave with you, so leave him alone. Anyway.
Oh, I will. I don't care enough for the bastard son to try and take him away. I just want you to know exactly what you'll have.
You're a bitch.
Did Damien tell you about what he lived through? No, not that. Before that. Did he show you anything before
That's
that?
his business, not mine, and not yours.
He didn't show you everything, did he?
Why would he need to? He showed me what he needed to.
I don't need to show her anything else.
Turned to see Damien glaring at Diana. I felt shivers run on my spine as I stared at him.
Damien. Right on cue. I was just about to show her why you hate your life and why you have a human fetish.
You will not show her anything.
Oh, I won't. Funny. I don't believe you get to tell me what to do, bastard son.
Before Damien or I could leap at her throat, Diana snapped her fingers, making the room spin. I grabbed onto Damien, who held me close to the room, slowly began to change from my room to the demon castle. What we gonna see now? My focus gathered on a pair of demons, one of them being a demon servant who was with the demon lord, carrying sheets and books across the room.
Damn that woman, ordering us around. I bet she thinks she's all high and mighty just because she bore that bastard son. Well, she's no queen. She's a simple harem girl. She'll never be queen. The demon lord reminds her that every bloody night. You'd think she'd let it sink in. And about that boy, what do the other noble sons think about him? They treat him like an equal. He's no noble son, and he will never be. He's a bastard child that doesn't know his place, just like his bitch mother.
Shh, you know he could read minds from a mile away.
Then let him read mine. I don't care. That boy's a monstrosity never meant to be born.
The servant cleared his throat, however, at the sight of the demon Damien, who was standing nearby with an almost dead cold look on his face.
Ah, you.
Yes, me. I don't need to be a mile away to hear your thoughts.
Boy, what?
What I'm doing out of my room is no longer your concern. I may be a bastard, but I'm the Demon Lord's son regardless. I won't take insults from you anymore.
You tell him,
Then
Damien.
what are you going to do, bastard son?
Damien started to step forward. I don't know why, but the room suddenly felt cold and dark.
I'm finally gonna shut you up.
If you threaten me, you'll threaten him.
Damien's glare could kill. I was afraid to even watch, but I continued, hoping to not see blood spill from this fight. Damien continued to walk towards the servant.
I've taken your insults for long enough. Now, I get peace.
Stay away.
I've had enough of you.
Damien stopped, turning his head to look up at the archway in surprise.
Mother?
The demon servant slowly turned, also matching Damien's surprise as they looked to the archway. A figure completely covered in a red sheet stepped into the hall, slowly walking to Damien. The thick sound of chains echoed in the room, dragging across the stone floor. The smell of blood entered my nose. Blood brushed over by the sheet as the woman walked, painted the stone as dark as red and almost with black color in the woman's wake.
Leave us.
The mother said almost enchanting, despite only saying 2 words in her arrival. The servant glared before walking off. The other demon with him giggled. I guess Damien's mother was powerful enough to silence anyone. However, one fact stuck out to me. His mother was a harem girl? I imagined chains covering her feet, making me frown.
What are you doing out? He'll hurt you if you aren't.
Damien stopped talking, staring at the woman walking towards him in a sudden, calm demeanor.
Why do you want me to turn around?
Just listen to my thoughts, like you always do.
I watched as Damien nodded and turned.
As you wish.
focus on my thoughts.
Something was wrong. My eyes landed on a dark shadow of a woman walking towards the couple with a knife in her hand. She had shackles with chains on her neck, hands, and feet, but they remained silent as the woman neared the couple.
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, the mother brought out her other hand and took hold of Damien's horns, pushing him to his knees. Damien, no. The shadow ran towards the couple, raising the knife higher above her head. I wanted to move to run and protect Damien.
No!
Damien kicked back, causing another to buckle and fall back and release his horns. Damien quickly turned and grabbed hold of the shadow's arms, tightening his grip on them. The shadow started to scream and bite at Damien desperately. I looked to the mother and regretted looking. The sheet that was wrapped around her wasn't long enough to cover her as she fell, the edge landing over her stomach and covering her upper body. The lower half of her body, though, was covered with multiple different scars and blood. Her ankles were both shackled to different lines of broken-off chains. Her legs were together, but I could tell the number of scars and the amount of blood only increased the farther up her legs you went. I stared as the demon Damien looked to his mother in shock and heartbreak. The real Damien around me gripped me tighter.
Why?
In an instant, his mother raised her hand to the fallen knife, tensing her hand and fingers to bare her nails. The knife flew off the ground into the woman's hand, making her grip over the handle tightly.
I can't. I don't want to live like this anymore. I won't let him have me again. I won't let you invade my mind again. I can't take it anymore! I can't!
No! Stop!
Enough!
No!
The Demon Lord, despite his sadistic pleasures, loved Damien's mother beyond anything else, even his own wives. When she killed herself, the Demon Lord blamed Damien and his ability to read minds. The only ones who convinced him not to kill Damien were his brothers. So the Demon Lord granted Damien his life. But he would be doomed to become a lowly slave as soon as the eldest became Lord. So, one day, he was visited by an angel who told him about humans and painted him a pretty picture about them. Now, he's obsessed with it. To butter you both up, of course. I'm about to give him the chance to have his wish granted. I needed to see how well you could handle his past. You can't have true love without seeing all sides of your love, now can you? I offer you this, bastard son. I have the ability to turn you completely human. No magic, no mind reading.
I know it's short and I know it's kind of a cliffhanger, but I'm going to end this episode here. I will keep playing, of course, as always, so no worries if you really want to know what happens and you don't want to play the game yourself. Don't eat the rice. Have some water instead, it's good for you. And as always, all my love to you guys. All of Palmer's love to you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.